What's in a name? It is a question asked in tonight's performance of Romeo and Juliet live in the Wasteland. Our world is one full of conflict, of strife, of petty differences settled through violent means. But must it be so? In this, our post-nuclear apocalyptic world, must we strive for greatness through might? Or is there another path before us, one of love and building up together, of fighting for humanity rather than amongst ourselves? For the Wasteland Theatre Company, our world is a stage, and let our stage tonight explore the possibilities we have before us, in the hopes that we might inspire the people of the Wasteland to unite against the biggest threat to humanity since the bomb. The biggest threat is not what makes us different, but what divides us. We present to you Shakespeare's The Tragedy of Romeo and Juliet.
Two factions, both alike in dignity, in West Virginia, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge break to new mutiny, where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life, whose misadventured piteous overthrows doth with their death bury their factions' strife. The fearful passage of their death-marked love, and the continuance of their factions' rage, which but their children's end naught could remove, is now the 2 hours' traffic of our stage. The which if with you patient ears attend, what here shall miss, our toil shall strive to mend.
I strike quickly, being moved.
But thou art not quickly moved to strike.
A dog of the raiders moves me.
To move is to stir, and to be valiant is to stand. Therefore, if thou art moved, thou runnest away.
A dog of that faction shall move me to stand. I will take the wall of any man or maid of the raiders.
Draw thy tool. Here comes 2 raiders. I frown as I pass by, and let them take it as they list.
Nay, as they dare. I will bite my thumb at them, which is disgrace to them if they bear it.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you bite your thumb at us, sir?
No, sir. I do not bite my thumb at you, sir. But I do bite my thumb, sir.
Do you quarrel, sir?
Quarrel, sir? No, sir.
If you do, sir, I am for you. I serve as good a man as you. Draw if you be men.
Part, fools! Put up your swords. You know not what you do.
What? Art thou drawn among these heartless hinds? Turn thee, Benevola, and look upon thy death.
I do but keep the peace. I put up thy swords, or manage it to part these men with me, Tybalt.
What drawn and talk of peace? I hate the word, as I hate hell. All raiders in thee, have at thee, coward.
Rebellion rebellious subjects, enemies to peace, profaners of this neighbor's stained steel. Throw your mistempered weapons to the ground and hear the sentence of the Brotherhood. 3 civil brawls bred of an airy word by these settlers and raiders have thrice disturbed the quiet of our streets. If ever you disturb our streets again, your lives shall pay the forfeit of the price. Once more, on pain of death, all men depart.
See, where comes Romeo? Good morrow, cousin.
Is the day so young?
But noon struck 9.
Ay me, sad hours seem long.
What sadness lengthens Romeo's hours?
Not having that which having makes them short.
In love?
Out.
Of love?
Out of her favor where I am in love. What fray is here? This love feel I that feel no love in this. Dost thou not laugh?
No, cuz, I'd rather weep.
Good-hearted what?
Ah, thy good heart's oppression.
Tut, I have lost myself. I am not here. This is not Romeo. He's some otherwhere.
Give liberty unto thy eyes. Examine other beauties.
He that is stricken blind cannot forget the precious treasure of his eyesight lost.
I'll pay that doctrine, or else die in debt.
But the raiders are bound as well as I, in penalty alike, and 'tis not hard, I think, for those so old as we to keep the peace.
Of honorable reckoning are you both, and pity 'tis you lived at odds so long. But now, my lady, what say you to my suit?
But saying over what I have said before, my child is yet a stranger in the world. She hath not seen the change of 14 years. Let 2 more summers wither in their pride, ere we may think her ripe to be a bride.
Oh, younger than she, our happy mother's maid.
Woo her, gentle Paris. Get her heart. This night I have hold an old accustomed feast, where I have invited many a guest, such as I love, and you are among the store. One more most welcome makes my number more. Go, servant, trudge about through Charleston. Find those persons out whose names are written on this list and invite them to our home.
Good day, Dean. I pray, sir, can you read?
Aye, mine own fortune.
I pray, can you read anything you see?
Stay, fellow, I can read. The leaders of the settlers, his wife and daughters, my fair niece, Rosaline, a fair assemble. Whither should they come?
To supper to our house.
Whose house?
My master's, the great leader of the settlers, and if you be not a raider, I pray, come and crush a cup of wine.
At this same feast of the settlers, sup the fair Rosaline, whom thou so lovest, with all the admired beauties of Appalachia. Go thither, and with unattained eye, compare her face with some that I shall show, and I will make thee think thy swan a crow.
I'll go along, no such sight to be shown, but to rejoice in splendor of mine own.
Nurse, where's my daughter? Call her forth to me.
Now, by my maiden head, at 12 years old, I bade her come. What lamb, what ladybird! God forbid, where's this girl? What Juliet?
How now, nurse? Who calls?
Your mother.
I am here. What is your will?
Tell me, daughter Juliet, how stands your disposition to be married?
It is an honor that I dream not of.
Well, think of marriage now. The valiant knight Paris of the Brotherhood seeks you for his love. What say you? Can you love this gentleman? Speak briefly. Can you like of knight Paris's love?
I'll look to like if looking liking move, but no more deep will I endart mine eye than your consent gives strength to make it fly.
The guests are come.
Give me a torch, Mercutio. I am not for this ambling.
Nay, gentle Romeo, we must have you dance.
Not I. Believe me. You have dancing shoes. I have a soul of lead.
You are a lover. Borrow Cupid's wings and soar with them above a common bound.
Is love a tender thing? It is too rough, too rude, too boisterous, and it pricks like a thorn.
If love be rough with you, be rough with love. Prick love for pricking, and you beat love down.
Come knock and enter.
A torch for me. I'll be a candle holder and look on. The game was ne'er so fair, and I am done.
Why, may one ask?
I dreamed a dream tonight.
So did I.
Well, what was yours?
The dreamers often lie.
In bed asleep, while they do dream things true.
Oh, then I see Queen Mab hath been with you. She is the fairy's midwife, and she comes in shape no bigger than an agate stone, on the forefinger of an alderman, drawn with a team of little atomies.
Peace, peace, Mercutio, peace. Thou talk'st of nothing.
True, I talk of dreams, which are the children of an idle brain, which is as thin of substance as the air, and more inconstant than the wind, who woos.
This wind you talk of blows us from ourselves. Supper is done, and we shall come too late.
I fear too early, for my mind misgives some consequence yet hanging in the stars shall bitterly begin his fearful date. Direct my sail. On, lusty gentlemen.
Welcome, gentlemen, ladies. Aha, my mistresses. Which of you all will now deny the dance? She that makes dainty. And you are welcome, gentlemen. Come, musicians, play. A hall, a hall. Give room and foot it, girls.
What lady is this which doth enrich the hand of yonder knight? Did my heart love till now? Oh, forswear its sight, for I ne'er saw true beauty till this night.
This, by his voice, should be a raider. Fetch me my rapier. What dares the slave come hither covered with an antic face? Auntie, this is a raider, our foe.
Young Romeo, is it?
'Tis he, that villain Romeo.
Ah, content thee, Tybalt. Let him alone.
It fits when such a villain is a guest. I'll not endure him.
He shall be endured. What good man, boy, I say he shall.
Why, 'tis a shame.
Be quiet. Or, more light. More light. For shame, I will make you quiet.
Oops. Sorry. Excuse me.
If I profane with my unworthiest hand this holy shrine, the gentle fine is this: my lips, two blushing pilgrims, ready stand to smooth that rough touch with a tender kiss.
Good pilgrim, you do wrong your hands too much, which mannerly devotion shows in this. For saints have hands that pilgrims' hands do touch, and palm to palm is holy palmer's kiss.
Have not saints lips, and holy palmers too?
Aye, pilgrim, lips that they must use in prayer.
Then, dear saint, let lips do what hands do. They pray, grant thou, lest faith turn to despair.
Saints do not move, though grant for prayer's sake.
Then move not while my prayer's effect I take. Thus from my lips, by yours, my sin is purged.
Then have my lips the sin that they have took.
Sin from thy lips? Oh, trespass sweetly urged, give me my sin again.
You kiss by the book.
Madame, your mother craves a word with you.
What is her mother?
Her mother is but the lady of the house, and a good lady, and a wise and virtuous. I nursed her daughter, that you talketh withal. I tell you, he that can lay hold of her shall have the chinks.
Is she a settler? Dear account, my life is my foe's debt.
Come hither, nurse. Go ask his name, if he be married. My grave is like to be my wedding bed.
His name is Romeo, and a raider, the only son of your greatest enemy.
My only love, sprung from my only hate, too early seen unknown and known too late. Oh, prodigious birth of love it is to me that I must love a loathed enemy.
Anon, anon, come, let's away, the strangers are all gone.
Now old desire doth in his deathbed lie, and young affection gapes to be his heir. That fair for which love groaned for and would die, with tender Juliet matched, is now not fair. Now Romeo is beloved and loves again, alike betwitched by the charm of looks. But to his foes supposed he must complain, and she still loves sweet bait from fearful hooks. But passion lends them power, time means, to meet tempering extremities with extreme sweet.
Can I go forward when my heart is here? Turn back, dull earth, and find thy center out. Oh, but soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun. Arise, fair sun, and kill the envious moon.
Ay me.
Oh, she speaks. Oh, speak again, bright angel.
O Romeo, Romeo, wherefore art thou, Romeo? Deny thy father and refuse thy name, or, if thou wilt not, be but sworn my love, and I'll no longer be a settler.
Shall I hear more, or shall I speak at this?
'Tis but thy name that is my enemy. Thou art thyself, though not a raider. What is a raider? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man. Oh, be some other name. What's in a name? That which we call a rose by any other name would smell as sweet?
I take thee at thy word. Call me but love, and I'll be baptized. Henceforth, I never will be Romeo.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
By a name, I know not how to tell thee who I am. My name, dear saint, is hateful to myself, because it is an enemy to thee. Had I it written, I would tear the word.
My ears have not yet drunk 100 words of that tongue's utterance, yet I know the sound. Art thou not Romeo, and a raider?
Neither, fair saint, if either thee dislike.
O gentle Romeo, if thou dost love, pronounce it faithfully. In truth, fair raider, I am too fond.
Lady, by yonder blessed moon, I swear that tips with silver all these fruit tree tops.
Oh, swear not by the moon, the inconstant moon, that monthly changes in her circled orb, lest that thy love prove likewise variable.
What shall I swear by?
Do not swear at all, or, if thou wilt, swear by thy gracious self, and I'll believe thee.
If my heart's dear love...
Do not swear, although I joy in thee. I have no joy of this contract tonight. It is too rash, too unadvised, too sudden. This bud of love by summer's ripening breath may prove a beauteous flower when next we meet. Good night, a sweet repose and rest. Come to thy heart as that within my breast.
But wilt thou leave me so unsatisfied?
What satisfaction canst thou have tonight?
The exchange of thy love's faithful vow for mine.
I gave it thee. I gave thee mine before thou didst request it. And yet I would it were to give again.
Wouldst thou withdraw it? For what purpose, love?
But to be frank, and give it thee again.
Oh, Juliet!
Oh, I hear some noise within. Dear love, adieu. Anon, good nurse! Sweet raider, be true. Stay but a little. I will come again.
Oh, blessed, blessed night! I am a feared being in night. All this is but a dream. Too flattering, sweet to be substantial.
3 words, dear Romeo, and good night indeed. If that thy bent of love be honorable, thy purpose marriage, send me word tomorrow, and all my fortunes at thy foot I'll lay, and follow thee, my lord, throughout the world.
Madame!
By and by I come. Cease thy suit and leave me to my grief. Tomorrow will I send 1,000 times good night. Parting is such sweet sorrow that I shall say good night till it be morrow.
1,000 times the worse to want thy light. Good morrow, father.
Oh, Romeo hath not been in bed tonight. Where'st thou been?
I'll tell thee ere thou ask it me again. I have been feasting with mine enemy.
Be plain, good son.
Then plainly know my heart's dear love is set on the fair daughter of the leader of the settlers. As mine on hers, so hers is set on mine.
In one respect I'll thy assistant be, for this alliance may so happy prove to turn your faction's rancor to pure love. Where the devil should this Romeo be? Came he not home tonight? Not to his father's. I spoke with Tybalt, the kinsman of the old settler leader, had sent a letter to his father's house. A challenge on my life. Romeo will answer it. Alas, poor Romeo. He's already dead. Tybalt is more than a prince of cats, I can tell you. Oh, he is the courageous captain of compliments. He fights as you sing prick song, keeps time, distance, and proportion. A duelist, a gentleman of the very first house, the first and second cause. Ah, the immortal Passado.
Gentlemen, can any one of you tell me where I may find the young Romeo?
I can tell you, but young Romeo will be older when you have found him than he was when you sought him. I am the youngest of that name, for fault of a worse.
If you be he, sir, I desire some confidence with you.
She will indict him to some supper. A bawd. So ho! Romeo, will you come to your father's? We'll to dinner thither.
I will follow you.
Farewell, ancient lady, farewell.
My young lady bade me inquire you out. But first let me tell ye, the gentlewoman is young, and therefore, if you should deal double with her, truly it were an ill thing to be offered to any gentlewoman, a very weak dealing.
Bid her devise some means to come to church this afternoon, and there she shall at Friar Lawrence's cell be married.
This afternoon, sir? Well, she will be there.
Commend me to thy lady.
Aye, 1,000 times.
The clock struck 9 when I did send the nurse. Oh, nurse, is thy news good or bad? Answer to that.
Oh, Lord, how my head aches. What a head I have.
What says he of our marriage? What of that? What says Romeo?
Go you hence to Friar Lawrence's cell. There stays a husband to make you a wife.
High to high fortune, honest nurse, farewell.
So smile the heavens upon this holy act, that after hours with sorrow chide us not.
Do thou but close our hands with holy words, then love devouring death do what he dare. It is enough I may but call her mine. Ah, Juliet, let rich music's tongue unfold the imagined happiness that both receive and either by this dear encounter.
Oh, my true love has grown to such excess, I cannot sum up some of half my wealth.
Come with me, and we will make short work. For by your leaves you shall not stay alone, till Holy Church incorporate two in one.
The day is hot, the settlers abroad, and if we meet, we shall not escape a brawl.
Come. Thou art as hot a jack in thy mood as any in the wasteland, and as soon moved to be moody, and as soon moody to be moved.
By my head, here comes the settlers.
By my heel, I care not.
Gentlemen, good den, a word with one of you.
And but one word with one of us? Couple it with something. Make it a word and a blow.
Mercutio, thou consortest with Romeo.
Consort? What? Dost thou make us minstrels?
We talk here in the public haunt of men. Either withdraw to some private place, and reason coldly of your grievances, or else depart. Here all eyes gaze upon us.
Men's eyes were made to look. Let them gaze. I will not budge for no man's pleasure.
Well, peace be with you, sir. Here comes my man. Romeo, the hate I bear thee can afford no better term than this. Thou art a villain.
Tybalt, the reason that I have to love thee doth much excuse the appertaining rage to such a greeting. Villain, I am none. Therefore, farewell. I see thou know'st me not.
Boy, they shall not excuse the injuries thou hast done me. Therefore, turn and draw.
I do protest I never injured thee, but love thee better than thou canst devise, till thou shalt know the reason of my love. And so, good settler, which name I tender as dearly as my own, be satisfied.
Oh, calm, dishonorable, vile submission. Tybalt, you rat catcher. Will you walk?
What wouldst thou have of me?
Oh, good king of cats. Nothing but one of your 9 lives.
I am for you.
Come, sir, you passado.
Gentle Mercutio, put up thy rapier. Draw, Benvolio. Beat down their weapons. Gentlemen, for shame. Tybalt, Mercutio, the Brotherhood expressly hath forbidden brandying in Charleston streets. Hold, Tybalt, good Mercutio.
Oh, I am hurt. A plague on both your factions. I am sped. What, is he gone? And hath nothing?
What? Art thou hurt?
Aye. A scratch.
Courage, man. The hurt cannot be much.
No. 'Tis not so deep as a well, or as wide as a church door, but 'Tis enough. 'Twill serve. Ask for me tomorrow, and you shall find me a grave man. A plague all both your factions. Help me into some house, Benvolio, or I shall faint. A plague all both your factions. They have made worms meat of me. I have it, and soundly too. A plague all both your factions.
With Tybalt slander, Tybalt that an hour hath been my kinsman. Oh, sweet Juliet, thy beauty hath made me effeminate, and in my temper softened valor steel.
Oh, Romeo, Romeo, brave Mercutio is dead.
Oh, this day's black fate on more days doth depend. This but begins the woe others must end.
Here comes furious Tybalt back again.
Alive, in triumph, and Mercutio slain. Now, Tybalt, take the villain back again. That last thou gavest me, for Mercutio's soul is but a little way above our heads, staying for thine to keep him company. Either thou, or I, or both must go with him.
Thou wretched boy, that thou extortest him here, shout with him hence.
This shall determine that.
Romeo, away, be gone! The citizens are up and Tybalt slain. Stand not amazed, the brotherhood will doom thee death.
Oh, I am fortune's fool.
Tybalt, here slain, whom Romeo's hand did slay. Romeo that spoke for him fair bade him bethink of Tybalt death to peace, but that he tilts with piercing steel at bold Mercutio's breast.
Romeo slew him. He slew Mercutio, who now the price of his dear blood doth owe.
Not Romeo, he was Mercutio's friend. His fault concludes but what the law should end, the life of Tybalt.
For that offense, immediately we do exile him hence. I will be deaf to pleading and excuses, nor tears nor prayers shall purchase out abuses. Therefore use none. Let Romeo hence in haste, else, when he is found, that hour is his last.
Come, gentle night. Come, loving, black-browed night. Give me my Romeo, and when he shall die, take him and cut him out in little stars, and he will make the face of heaven so fine that all the world will be in love with night, and pay no worship to the garish sun. Now, nurse, what news?
Well a day. He's dead. He's dead. He's dead. We're all undone, lady. We are undone.
What devil art thou that dost torment me thus? If he be slain, say aye, if not, no.
Oh, Tybalt, Tybalt, oh, courageous Tybalt, honest gentleman, that ever I should live to see thee dead.
Is Romeo slaughtered, and is Tybalt dead? My dear loved cousin and my dear lord?
Tybalt is gone and Romeo banished. Romeo that killed him, he is banished.
Romeo is banished? Romeo is banished? There is no end, no limit, measure bound. In that word's death, no words can that woe sound. Come, cords, come, nurse, all to my wedding bed. And death, not Romeo, take my maidenhead.
Go to your chamber. I'll find Romeo. Comfort you, for Romeo will be here at night.
Father, what news? What is the prince's doom?
Gentler judgment. Not body's death, but body's banishment.
Oh, friar, the damned used that word in hell. 'Tis torture and not mercy. Heaven is here, where Juliet lives, and every cat and dog and little mouse, every unworthy thing live here in heaven and may look on her, but Romeo may not.
I come from Lady Juliet.
Speak'st thou of Juliet? How is it with her? Doth she not think me an old murderer?
Oh, she says nothing, sir, but weeps and weeps.
Go, get thee to thy love, as was decreed. Ascend her chamber hence, and comfort her. Romeo is coming.
These times of woe afford no time to woo. Madame, good night. Commend me to your daughter.
Ah, Sir Paris, I will make a desperate tender of my child's love. I think she will be ruled in all respects by me. Nay, more, I doubt it not. I will bid her mark you on Thursday next.
My lady, I would that Thursday were tomorrow.
Will thou be gone? It is not yet near day. It was the nightingale and not the lark that pierced the fearful hollow of thine ear. Nightly she sings on yon pomegranate tree. Believe me, love, it was the nightingale.
It was the lark, the herald of the morn, no nightingale. I must be gone and live, or stay and die.
Madame, coming to your chamber. The day is broke. Be weary. Look about.
Then, window, let day in and let life out.
Farewell, farewell. One kiss and I'll descend.
Thinkest thou we shall ever meet again?
I doubt it not. and all these woes shall serve for sweet discourses in our time to come.
Either my eyesight fails or thou lookest pale.
And trust me, love, in my eyes so do you. Dry sorrow drinks our blood. Adieu, adieu.
Marry, my child, early next Thursday morning. The gallant young and noble gentleman, the Brotherhood Knight Paris at St. Peter's Church, shall happily make thee there a joyful bride.
He shall not make me their joyful bride. I wonder at his haste that I must wed. I will not marry yet, and when I do, I swear it shall be Romeo, whom you know I hate, rather than Paris.
Is you not proud? Does you not count blessed and worthy as you are that we have brought so worthy a gentleman to be your bridegroom?
Not proud you have, but thankful that you have. Proud can I never be of what I hate, but thankful even for hate that is meant to love.
Thank me no thankings, nor proud me no proud, but fettle your fine joints against Thursday next to go with Paris to St. Peter's Church, or I will drag thee there on a hurdle thither.
Oh, sweet mother, cast me not away. Delay this marriage for a month, a week, or if you do not make the bridal bed in that dim monument where Tybalt lies.
Talk not to me, for I'll not speak a word. Do as thou wilt, for I have done with thee.
Ancient damnation! All to the friar to know what his remedy. If all else fails, myself have power to die.
On Thursday, sir? The time is very short.
Well, the leader of the settlers will have it so, and I am nothing slow to slack his haste.
You say you do not know the lady's mind. Uneven is the course. I like it not. Look, sir, here comes the lady, towards my cell.
Oh, happily met, my lady and my wife.
That may be, sir, when I may be a wife.
Juliet, on Thursday, early, I will rouse thee. Till then, adieu, and keep this holy kiss.
Oh, shut the door, and when thou hast done so, come weep with me, past hope, past cure, past help.
If, rather than to marry Knight Paris, thou hast the strength of will to slay thyself, then is it likely thou wilt undertake a thing like death, to chide away this shame, that copest with death himself to scape from it, and, if thou darest, give thee remedy.
Me leap rather than marry Knight Paris, battlement of yonder tower.
Tomorrow night, look that thou lie alone. Take thou this vial, being then in bed, and this distilled liquor drink thou off. In the meantime, against thou shalt awake, shall Romeo, by my letters, know our drift, and hither shall he come. And he and I shall watch thy waking. And that very night shall Romeo bear thee hence to the wasteland, and shall free thee from this present shame. In this resolve, I'll send a friar with speed to the wasteland, with my letters to thy lord.
Love, give me strength, and strength shall help afford. Farewell, dear father.
See where she comes from church with a merry look. How now, my headstrong? Where have you been gadding?
Where I have learned me to repent the sin of disobedient opposition. Henceforward, I am ever ruled by you.
Ah, whoa! I will walk myself to Knight Paris to prepare him up against tomorrow. My heart is wondrously light since this same wayward girl is so reclaimed.
I have a faint, cold fear thrills through my veins that almost freezes up the heat of life. Come, vial. What if this mixture do not work at all? Shall I be married then tomorrow morning? No, no, this shall forbid it. Lie thou there. Romeo, I come. This do I drink to thee.
Go. Yet. I'll go and chat with Knight Paris. Make haste, ready. Make haste, I say.
Mistress, what? Mistress! Juliet! Why, lamb, why, lady fie, you slug-a-bed! Alas, help, my lady's dead! Oh, well a day that ever I was born! My lord, my lady!
Oh me, my child, my only wife. Revive! Look up, or I will die with thee. Help! Help! Call help! Her blood is settled. Her joints are stiff. Life and these lips have long been separated. Death lies on her like an untimely frost upon the sweetest flower of all the fields.
Come, is the bride ready to go to church?
Ready to go, but never to return. O son, the night before thy wedding day hath death lain with thy wife. There she lies, flower as she was, deflowered by him.
Detestable death! Oh, love! Oh, life, not but love in death.
Dry up your tears, and, as the custom is, in all her best array, bear her to church.
I dreamt my lady came and found me dead. Strange dream that gives a dead man leave to think. Oh, news from Charleston? How now, Abraham? Dost thou not bring me letters from the friar? How doth my lady? How fares my Juliet? For nothing can be ill if she is well.
And she is well, and nothing can be ill. Her body sleeps in Settler's monument, and her immortal part with angels lives. I saw her laid low in her kindred's vault.
Is it even so? Then I defy you, stars! Well, Juliet, I will lie with thee tonight. Let's see, for means, mischief. Thou art swift to enter in the thoughts of desperate men. I do remember an apothecary, and hereabouts he dwells. What ho! Apothecary!
Who calls so loud?
Come hither, man. I see that thou art poor. Hold, there is 40 caps. Let me have a dram of poison, such soon speeding gear as will disperse itself through all the veins, that the life-weary taker may fall dead.
Such mortal drugs I have, but Wasteland's law is deaf to any, he that utters them.
There's 40 caps.
My poverty, but not my will concerns.
I pay thy poverty, and not thy will.
Put this liquid thing, you will, and drink it off. And if you had the strength of 20 men, it will dispatch you straight.
Come, cordial and not poison. Go with me to Juliet's grave, for there I must use thee.
Holy cultist, friar, brother, ho!
This same should be the voice of Friar John. Welcome from the wastelands. What says Romeo? Or, if his mind be writ, give me his letter.
I could not send it. Here it is again, nor get a messenger to bring it to thee.
Unhappy fortune. The letter was not nice, but full of charge, of dear import, and the neglecting it may do much danger. Now must I to the monument alone. Within 3 hours will fair Juliet wake. Poor living corpse, closed in a dead man's tomb.
Oh, sweet flower, with flowers thy bridal bed I strew. Oh, woe! Thy canopy is dust and stones. What cursed foot wanders this way tonight to cross my obsequies in true love's right?
Hold. Take this letter. Early in the morning see thou deliver it to my lord and father, and do not interrupt me in my course. why I descend into this bed of death.
I will be gone, sir, and not trouble you. For all this same, I'll hide me hereabout. His looks I fear, and his intents I doubt.
This is that banished haughty raider that murdered my love's cousin, with which grief it is supposed the fair. Stop thy unhallowed toil, vile raider.
Good, gentle youth, tempt not a desperate man. Fly hence and leave me. Put not another sin upon my head. By urging me to fury, be gone!
I do defy thy conjurations and apprehend thee for a felon here.
Wilt thou provoke me? Then have at thee, boy.
Oh Lord, they fight. I will go call the watch.
I am slain. Open the tomb and lay me with Juliet.
Oh, my love, my wife, death that hath sucked the honey of thy breath hath had no power yet upon thy beauty. Arms, take your last embrace, and lips, oh, you the doors of breath, seal with a righteous kiss, a dateless bargain to engrossing death. Here's to my love. I drink. Oh, true apothecary. Thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss, I die.
Romeo! Oh, pale! Who else? What? Knight Paris, too? And steeped in blood? The lady stirs.
Oh, comfortable friar. Where is my lord? I do remember well where I should be, and there I am. Where is my Romeo?
Come away. Thy husband in thy bosom there lies dead, and thy Paris too. Stay not to question, for the watch is coming. Come, go, good Juliet. I dare no longer stay.
Go, get thee hence, for I will not away. What's here? A cup closed in my true love's hand. Poison I see has been his timeless end. Oh, churl, drank all and left no friendly drop to help me after. I will kiss thy lips. Haply some poison yet doth hang on them. I kiss you. Mwah. Thy lips are warm. Happy dagger, there rust and let me die. Oh.
What misadventure is so early up that calls our person from this morning's rest?
The people in the streets cry Romeo, some Juliet, and some for Knight Paris, and all run with open outcry towards our monument.
Sovereign, here lies the knight Paris slain, and raider Romeo dead. Said that Juliet dead before. Warm and new killed.
Oh, heavens! Look how my daughter bleeds.
Come, leader of raiders, for thou art early up to see thy son and heir. More early down.
Alas, my liege, my wife is dead tonight. Grief of my son's exile has stopped her breath. What further will conspires against mine age?
Look, and thou shalt see.
Oh, thou untaught, what manners is in this? To preach before thy father to a grave?
Bring forth the parties of suspicion. Say at once what thou dost know in this.
Romeo, there dead, was husband to that Juliet, and she, there dead, that Romeo's faithful wife. I married them, and their stolen marriage day was whose untimely death banished the new-made bride, for whom, and not for Tybalt, Juliet pined. You, to remove that siege of grief from her, betrothed, and would have married her perforce to knight Paris. Then comes she to me, and with wild looks bid me devise some mean to rid her from this second marriage, or in my cell there would she kill herself. Then gave I her, so tutored by my art, a sleeping potion, which so took effect as I intended, for it wrought on her the form of death. Meantime, I writ to Romeo that he should hither come as this dire night to help take her from her borrowed grave, being the time the potion's force should cease. But he which bore my letter, Friar John, was stayed by accident, and yesternight returned my letter back. Then all alone at the prefixed hour of her waking, came I to take her from her kindred's vault, meaning to keep her closely at my cell till I conveniently could send to Romeo. But when I came, some minute ere the time of her awaking, here untimely lay the noble knight Paris and true Romeo dead. She wakes forth and bear this work patience, but she, too desperate, would not go with me. But, as it seems, did violence on herself. All this I know, and to the marriage her nurse is privy, and if aught in this miscarried by my fault, let my old life be sacrificed. Some hour before his time, unto the rigor of severest law.
We still have known thee for an honorable man. Where's Romeo's man? What can he say in this?
I brought my master news of Juliet's death.
Give me the letter. I will look on it. Their course of love, the tidings of her death, and here he writes that he did buy a poison of a poor apothecary, and therewithal came to this vault to die and lie with Juliet. Where be these enemies? Settlers? Raiders? See what a scourge is laid upon your hate, that heaven finds kill your joys with love. I, for winking at your have lost a brace of kinsmen. All are punished.
Oh, brother Raider, give me thy hand. This is my daughter's jointure, for no more can I demand.
But I can give thee more, for I will raise her statue in pure gold.
As rich shall Romeo by his ladies lie, for sacrifice of our enmity.
A glooming peace this morning with it brings. None for sorrow will not show his head. Go hence, to have more talk of these sad things. Some shall be pardoned, and some punished. For never was a story of more woe than this of Juliet and her Romeo.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dutch Walker, Watoga Cinemas, and we would like to thank you all for joining us this evening as these amazing actors, troops, technicians put on a wonderful Wasteland play.
Oh my god. I've read about people like you that do Shakespeare in the game.
Yes, we are them.
Oh my god.
We are them, the only them.
We hope you all will have a wonderful evening, and please look forward to future live Wasteland plays.
Thank you, audience.
I know how to follow you guys.
Thank you, audience.
Audience, come on in and please line up for a picture if you're here. Oh, look at that.
It's the Enclave.
Great job.
My lord. Enclave to the back, please. Enclave to the back. Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, Enclave, we know you crave the attention. All right, let's go. Everybody, thank you so much for coming out this evening.
Richardson, you're in my way.
One last shot.
So just do taking off.
Actually, can I do... Wait, hold on, wait.
I need to meet up with you guys again at some point.
That was fucking amazing.
You know where to
We're
find
always
us.
around.
Right here in the dust.
That was outstanding.
Yeah, there you go. Taking
Yeah,
off.
there we go. Yeah, there we go.
All right, take your pictures, everyone. In the stream, we thank you so much for coming out. We thank you so much. It means so much to us for you.
Right at Alex.
Thank you so much. Apollo Carey says thank you very much.
Apothecary, you are sitting on Romeo's head for the photo. Please make sure.
There we go. All the pictures.
That kind of
All
show.
the pictures. Let's wait a minute. Let me just kind of get in here. All right, this is quite a crew here. Quite a crew. Bethesda, we beseech thee, private servers for all of us, please. This would be wonderful.
Man. Do
And
it.
above,
50.
yes.
We need 30-man private
Or
service.
make them 50, yeah,
Please,
better
now.
yet. Make them 50 and make them stable.
On behalf
Bring back the PvP.
of the Wasteland, this is a request list now.
We request 50 plus servers. Thank you very much.
On behalf of the Wasteland Theatre Company, Mr. Northern, do you have anything that you would like to say to our audience?
Thank you to our wonderful in-theater audience who stayed and watched so peacefully. Thank you to our security guards outside for dealing with the rad scorpions and super mutants. And, of course, thank you to our cast and crew for a wonderful, beautiful, magical night. And all the viewers on Twitch, thank you for tuning in on your Pit Boys as well.
And on behalf of all of us here at the Wasteland Theatre and the Fallout 5-0, we bid you
two factions, both alike in dignity, in West Virginia, where we lay our scene. From ancient grudge, break to new mutiny. Where civil blood makes civil hands unclean. From forth the fatal loins of these two foes, a pair of star-crossed lovers take their life.
By my head, here comes the settlers.
By my heel, I care not.
What wouldest thou have of me?
Good king of cats, nothing but one of your 9 lives.
But soft, what light through yonder window breaks? It is the east, and Juliet is the sun.
What is a raider? It is nor hand, nor foot, nor arm, nor face, nor any other part belonging to a man? Oh, be some other name.
A plague of both your houses!
Oh, true apothecary, thy drugs are quick. Thus, with a kiss I die.
So won't you join us for Romeo and Juliet, live. One night only on twitch.tv Fallout 50. Thank you.